Hi guys, this is Vishwanath for Winning Edge Talks podcast. I am a mental conditioning coach and counselor. I have authored the book Success Mantra in Sports. This book is on the mental aspects of sports. This is my 40th episode in this Corona lockdown season. Today, I am going to speak on competitive pressure. On the 12th of November 2017, the Times Sport supplement, which is a part of Times of India newspaper, carried an interesting article, Fanalytics Bringing Data to Life. This article highlighted a recent addition to sports technology innovations that seem to be revolutionizing sports through its ATP Stats leaderboard platform. The Indian IT giant Infosys has set up a process by which a tennis player's performance can be analyzed in three categories: serving, returning of serve, and performing under pressure. From the data collected since 1991, under the category of performing under pressure, it is revealed that there is no better than Roger Federer, who has the highest ranking of 263.1 by virtue of converting 41.1% of breakpoints and serving 61% breakpoints on serve. What a fantastic achievement by Roger Federer. He knows how to handle pressure because he has been there in those situations for a number of years. Fanalytics adds life to the already existing sports technology breakthroughs like Hawkeye, hands device, video analysis, smart helmets, wearable devices, biofeedback, and virtual reality devices. But the question is, can Fanalytics make serving, receiving, and performing under pressure easier for players? Probably the answer will be no. Fanalytics may only analyze the data, but the control of the said factors still rests in the mind of the tennis player. In fact, pressure is a way of life. It can be seen in every walk of life. People, they experience pressure while negotiating the dense traffic and reaching the office on time, catching a flight or a train, sticking to deadlines, appointments and commitments, going on a date, facing interviews and exams, competitions, then appearing for a driving license test. All these activities can be pressurizing. The fear of missing a flight or losing a match is what creates pressure. Athletes work hard, practice for hours on a stretch, sacrifice their life to their chosen activity, and it's quite obvious that they want to do well. They have several expectations they want to fulfill. So, pressure is obvious. Pressure is something like somebody pushing you from behind, asking you to perform a certain activity in a certain way. Any situation that is important to us can cause pressure, but most of it is caused by how we look at the situation and perceive it. This is what made the Greek philosopher Epictetus to say, men are not disturbed by things that happens, but by the opinion about the things. These opinions can be your perceptions, your doubts, and your fears. Pressure is caused in the mind by thoughts that provoke anxiety, and anxiety is derived from the major negative emotion called fear. In fact, all negative feelings and emotions like anxiety, pressure, nervousness, hurry, anger, irritation, frustration falls under the primary emotion called fear. Extreme pressure is felt in the mind before an event and less after it. In sports, the event can mean a lot to the athlete, and the success of it can mean a career-defining moment. This desperation for the result causes pressure. Pressure can be felt during a match when a player is trailing or when a bowler has already conceded 2 boundaries in an over, or when the fortunes of the team is dependent on a particular marquee player, like taking a penalty kick in a World Cup, or when it is required for a batsman to score when the odds are stacked against him or the team in a T20 game. Pressure is felt when the demand exceeds the capacity. Dr. Rudy Webster, author of Think Like a Champion and a mentor and sports psychologist for several sport teams, describes pressure as a self-induced force generated in the mind in response to situations you face, remember, or imagine. What an apt definition, isn't it? There are several instances where elite athletes or teams have choked under pressure during important events. Now, what are the indications of pressure? How do you feel that you are under pressure during different situations of a competition? A player is under stress when he is threatened by pressure and does not know how to cope up with it. The threat usually triggers a stress response, which is normally called fight or flight response. Some of the indications of pressure can be muscle tension, tightness, heaviness in the body, impairment in the hand-eye coordination, perspiration, excessive breathing and heart rate, restlessness, and a tendency to hurry through with the things. There can be confusion, loss of concentration, frustration, irritation, and anger in the mind. The ability to cope up with pressure is what separates the elite from the others. The elite have said that they too undergo pressure. If they said they didn't, they would be lying. This is because the elite, by virtue of their experience in handling pressure situations, knowing how to handle it better than the novice players. I've already quoted Roger Federer's ability to handle pressure from the statistics that have been derived from the research studies. I quote Novak Djokovic. Physically, there is not so much difference between the 78 and the number 1, 2 or 5. Everybody practices hours and hours on the court. It is the mental ability to handle pressure, to play well at the right moments, and that's the difference with the top 10. I unquote. What are the ways you can handle pressure? One of the ways you can handle pressure is the way you look at pressure. There are 2 ways of looking at pressure. 1. Seeing pressure as an honor. 2. Seeing pressure as a challenge. Coming to the first one, competition brings pressure. The higher you go, the more the pressure. You need to treat pressure as an honor, because the ones who have missed out and the ones who have never been there don't know what it is. Second, you need to see pressure as a challenge and embrace the challenge. When you see pressure as a threat, then you become a victim to it and it becomes unbearable for you. But if you see it as a challenge, then you look forward to it with a positive outlook. Now, what are the strategies that are available to manage pressure? One is to be self-aware of what triggers pressure in you. Then, changing your mindset to a positive one whenever you feel that you are getting under pressure. Then, pressure can cause a lot of emotions. You need to know how to regulate your emotions, especially a critical one called fear. You need to focus on the process than on the outcome. You need to accept failure and the situations that cannot be anticipated. You need to treat any event as just another event. The more importance you give to the event, the more pressure you're going to feel within. You need to learn to practice coping skills. So guys, pressure is an inescapable part of competitive sports. So let's learn to face it and not run away from it. Best of luck to you all. I hope you'll be able to fulfill all your expectations. This is Vishwanath for Winning Edge Talks, signing off.